And let's get straight right now into the coverage here between Willhoven Knights and Tayo Red Devils at the Willhoven Stadium here for this afternoon's league game. As we've played a lot of games during the April period, and it's the last games of the month of April, as we do have Willhoven Knights and they take on against Tayo Red Devils in this matchup here for this afternoon's game. And now both teams getting ready before kickoff, and this will be the lineup here for Willhoven Knights. Barbosia, David, Malcolm, Argimentum, Lucas Tierra, Ruben Neves as well, Nornan, Andreas, Julius, and also Simeon Parisius as well in goal. For Tayo Red Devils, Nathan Optimus, David Julius, Mahrez, Savic, Diaby, Cancelo, Koulibaly, Michaelis in the defence. Still a strong team though, and there's a lot to play for between these two teams. And here we go. Kickoff underway. Willhoven Knights versus Tayo Red Devils. And here we go for kickoff underway. Now Ruben Neves. Pass there now again, all the way to Scotty Michaelis now won the ball back for Tayo Red Devils. And now here's Diaby. Now Optimus. Now Savic, Neves. And now all the way there again. And now Julius. And now it's going to be a corner kick here now for Mahrez in the match. Cross into the box. Header. Save. And it's gone to the keeper's hands there to Simon Parisius. Now header. Now Gabriel Barbosia. And now here's Julius. Now David now to Lucas Tierra. Could be. Good clearance away. Now here's a throw. Throw-in's being given. Now to Neves. Now to Crispus Julius. Now here's Tawarwen. Now is Riyad Mahrez now for Tayo Red Devils. Now Scotty Michaelis. Now Koulibaly. And now all the way to again to David, Jonathan David. Ruben Neves has a shot. Malcolm. Jonathan David. Save. Massive chance. It could have been a goal, it could have been, by the way, for Willhoven Knights to put themselves in front, but a great save right there for the goalkeeper. Brilliant save. As Ambrosius right there made a very good save on that. And now here's Crispus Julius. Cross into the box. Header. Punch away that right there from the goalkeeper. And now it's Jermaine Tayarin. Now Ruben Neves. Now Gabriel Barbosia. Pass there to Argimentum. And he hits it right into the bottom corner. As Argimentum scores. As Willhoven Knights lead in the game here over Tayo Red Devils in the matchup. What a goal. What a goal into the bottom corner. Nice place pass. Goal. As Willhoven Knights are in front in this game. Not looking good whatsoever right here for Tayo Red Devils to be behind by 1-0 in this game. Willhoven have done certainly great they've been to put themselves their noses in front here. The fans, you can hear them in the background. They are absolute wild they are here in this match. Now here's Mahrez. Now Diaby. Now here's again now to Ruben Neves. Now all the way to Gabriel Barbosia now. It could be 2-0 and it is 2-0 now. Willhoven scores another goal just before half-time to put themselves 2 goals in front against the defending champions of the league. Yes, what a goal for Willhoven Knights. Another one, another great finish by the way. He puts it nice and comfortable right into the bottom corner. And the goalkeeper could not do anything about that, unfortunately, to stop him on his tracks or anything in this game. A great perfect run. And then he just tapped it in, placed that ball past Ambrosius. And that's the goal right there in the game for Willhoven Knights. And now is Koulibaly. Diaby. And that's going to be that for the end of the first half. As it ends here as Willhoven Knights 2, Tyre Red Devils 0 at the break. We are now back in the second half and here we go. As it is Willhoven Knights versus Tyre Red Devils. Diaby. Now is Savic. Now is Optimus. Cross in, header, goal, and that's disallowed. Yeah, David Julius got on that head right there, but unfortunately that was denied. And that was disallowed, the goal. Very disallowed. Cross in, and he was in an offside position though. That wasn't very nice, it wasn't to see. But there you go. Now it's Simon, now Parius now the ball. Takes it. And now is Tacitus all the way here now to Argimentum. No, now Koulibaly. Now here's Diaby. Now Savic. And now here's Savic now. Diaby. And now again clearance away. Now is Frazish, Argimentum now the ball. Now here's Diaby. Now is Savic. Now is Optimus. Hits the ball right into the top corner. Nathan Optimus places the ball into the top corner for Tyre Red Devils in the game. What a finish. What a goal by David Julius in the match. Placed that ball on his laces right into the top corner. And there's no way now they could do anything about it. Hit it nice ruefully into the top corner. Nice and composed as well. And the score is 2-1 to Willhoven Knights against Tyre Red Devils. Still behind though. But here's Malcolm. Malcolm the ball. Want it back now for Kante. Now here's to Diaby. And now it's Optimus now running through. And what a finish there from him. As Optimus has now made it 2-2. What a finish. As Nathan Optimus, great run from him to place it into the bottom corner. And now it is 2-2. Comeback. And I cannot believe that Tyre Red Devils have transformed themselves into a proper team in the second half. And now the score is 2-2 in the game. Yeah, 2-2. And now it's Oscar Andreas now to Ruben Neves. Now all the way there to Lucas Tiguera. Now again. Oh, want it back here now. Nathan Optimus. And he makes it 3-2. 3-2. And I cannot believe it. I knew that was going to happen. When he was on the counter attack and score a comeback goal. That is an absolute huge one. Willhoven Knights were leading by 2-0. And now in the second half, Tyre Red Devils have absolutely transformed themselves into a dominant team in the second half. And the defender lost control of the ball. And then Nathan Optimus, their leading striker, as it was actually in fact all the way into a mistake there from Noman. Noman right there, the defender for Willhoven Knights, could not clear the ball quick enough. And then obviously Tyre Red Devils striker Nathan Optimus won the ball nicely from a very vulnerable position where he was at, the defender Noman for Willhoven, and he took his advantage right there and his chance as well, and it is 3-2. 3-2, and that is brilliant to see from Tyre Red Devils to come here away from home against Willhoven Knights in a real title race battle this season. There is a battle in terms of the title race this season for all those 4 teams involved in that race. And now Savic now is Julius now clears their way now to Pariukas, clears their way the goalkeeper for Willhoven now is Jonius Newman. And that's going to be that for the end of the game for full time, as Willhoven Knights lost in the second half, being 2-0 up to concede 3 goals as it ends a 3-2 comeback for Tyre Red Devils.
Welcome back to RBC Sports. It's full time here on Matchday 16, and what a game we've just witnessed. It finishes Willhoven Knights 2, TO Red Devils 3. A dramatic contest decided by just a single goal. Callow, that was a thriller. How did you see it?
It was an outstanding match, Gaius. Both teams went for it from the first minute, but TO Red Devils showed why they're one of the strongest sides in the RegoLiga. Every time Willhoven fought back, TIO found another answer. Their quality in the final third made the difference tonight. This is a massive win for TIO Red Devils in the title race. Thanks, Callow. A huge 3 points for TIO Red Devils, and a tough night for Willhoven Knights after such a hard-fought battle. We'll have all the highlights coming up next, right here on RBC Sports.
And Tyre FC got themselves in the lead in the game. Across there from Ricardo Lopez. Header right there from Jerome Levi to head the ball. Bounced on the ground, up in the air. And the keeper could not have saved that one, unfortunately. And Jerome Levi puts Tyre FC in front here against AFC Richmond in the game. And Tyre FC extends the lead to make it 2-0 before half time as Nakajima hits it right past the goalkeeper right there of AFC Richmond, and the Japanese midfielder Nakajima put himself on the score sheet, and they now extend the lead here by 2-0 in the matchup. A nice little hold up here from Nakajima right there for Tyre FC. As he won it back, 1-2 passing. Then Jerome Levi got there nicely in a very comfortable position, open as well, and a great finish there from Jerome Levi to place it into the bottom corner. What a finish and what a goal there. And now Tyre extend the lead to 3. And then Tyre FC continuing to extend the lead here against AFC Richmond as Gadius Pontis. Great pass there to Jerome Levi. Levi was 1v1 to the keeper, and he places that ball right into the bottom corner. And now Tyre FC extends the lead to make it 4 goals past AFC Richmond in the match. What a finish and what a goal from Tyre FC. And the full-time score at the end of the matchup here ends at the Tyre Arena as Tyre FC 4, AFC Richmond 0 as a full-time score in the game here for this afternoon. And now hold up here from Quintero there for Insadia FC. Pass there from Albert Lakonga, and then Dorian had the ball nicely in a very comfortable position to put it and slot it in the bottom corner. as now Sadia FC lead the game by 1-0 so far against the New Forest Vikings in the game. Sadia FC extends the lead from 1-0 to 2-0 in the matchup as Quintero, great ball all the way to Abu Bakr to Dorian, and Dorian got himself a finish to put it past the goalkeeper, as now Sadia FC lead the game by 2-0. 2 goals from that man Dorian, as that was an unbelievable finish right there for him in the game, as Sadia FC are the ones are now, of course, extend the lead themselves by 2-0 against New Forest Vikings in the game. Great pass in there between Abu Bakr and Dorian. Great partnership between the two, and Dorian makes it 2. And then just before the end of the game, New Forest Vikings, as Adam McKenzie got a goal back in the matchup. This consolation goal in the 90th minute of the matchup to make sure that they got themselves a little bit of hope and something by the end of the game, and they got themselves the only goal of the matchup in the match. But however, the full-time score ends at full-time, as it ends here as Sadia FC 2, New Forest Vikings 1 at full-time here for this afternoon. A perfect second half from Southern Coast as Michael Alunga, great pass all the way to Luka Jovic to slot the ball into the bottom corner, as Luka Jovic makes it 1-0 to Southern Coast. A nice little hold up here from Timothy Martinez all the way there to Luka Jovic, and then what a finish there for the Serbian striker to got himself on that ball, and he scored another goal for Southern Coast in the matchup to extend the lead from being 2-0 up now in the game, as Sporting Lorenzo's team have been very, very poor throughout the whole matchup, and Southern Coast got something from that, and now it's 2-0. And the full-time score between Sporting Lorentis and Southern Coast, the score at full-time, it ends 2-0 for Southern Coast at full-time. And a great start for Aldous Antlers within the first half of the matchup as Tapai. Great pass all the way to Roberto Firmino. And then Firmino got the last touch and he put it past the goalkeeper of Coops to the Terriers in the matchup, as now they are leading the Antlers by 1-0 in the game. And then the Antlers got themselves another goal in the matchup to make it 2-0 as Roberto Firmino shoots, places it nicely in the bottom corner, as now the Antlers now have made it 2 in the game, as he nicely put it into the bottom corner. Very nice and comfortable, the Brazilian, as now the Antlers now lead by 2-0 in the matchup here for this afternoon. The full-time whistle blew at the end of the game. It ends here as Aldous Antlers 2, Coops to the Terriers 0 at full-time. And what a start in the matchup within RB Trentina to score the first opener, as Prince Charette puts the ball into the goal as the away team of Trentina lead, and Prince Charette is on the score sheet, and it's 1-0 so far in the match. Meanwhile, in the second half, RB Trentina scores another goal as Bart Petrie run, absolute wonderful run, as he really took it all upon himself, 1v1 to the goalkeeper, and he put it right past the keeper in the top corner, as now RB Trentina extends the lead by 2-0. And then RB Trentina makes it 3-0. Hakim Ziyech, great pass there to Bart Petrie. Bart Petrie hits the ball right into the top corner, as now Red Bull Trentina extends the lead here by 3-0 in the match. And then, however, a nice chance there from obviously RB Trentina to score. Couple nice saves, and the keeper cleared that ball away as well from danger. But then Hakim Ziyech obviously got himself that goal to nicely put it into the bottom corner. And that was an unbelievable finish right there from Hakim Ziyech, as he really had nice chances, of course, to score, but saved. And then obviously Hakim Ziyech got themselves that rebound from the save from the goalkeeper to make it 4 goals past the goalie in the matchup here this afternoon. Very outclassed against Pompey here in this game, and Hakim Ziyech got himself definitely on the score sheet. And that'll mean the full-time score at full-time it ends here at Los Andraes Stadium. It ends Los Andraes Pompey 0, RB Trentina 4 at full-time. A nice set-piece cross from Neymar Jr. for Chess Motor Blue Warriors. Across into the box. A header right there from Nabai Kaite to put the ball past the goalkeeper. Ivergo Impact, as now Chess Motor lead the game within the first 9 minutes in the matchup, as Ivergo Impact are behind here away from home. And what a great cross right there from Neymar Jr. to cross it into Nabai Kaite, and he heads it in. And now the score is 1-0 to Chess Motor. And a great perfect run here now from Marco Reus for Chess Motor. All the way there to Jacobus Jordan. Holding the ball nice and comfortable. All the way right there to Ivan Toney to hit the ball into the goal. And now they extend the lead here by 2-0 in 20 minutes so far of the game. Really outclassed here on Ivergo Impact. Ivergo Impact have been the second best. Chess Motor has scored 2 goals within 20 minutes in the matchup, as Jacobus Jordan right there made a great assist all the way to Ivan Toney. And then Jacobus Jordan right here, nice little hold up here for him to Marco Reus. Then Reus crosses it in, Ivan Toney got there, and he finally did nice and comfortable right there to make it 3-0 in the matchup. Unbelievable header right there from Ivan Toney. As a great cross there from Marco Reus, and then obviously Toney got there first, and he headed the ball right past of the goalkeeper here for Banu here for Ivergo Impact. Great work from Chessico Blue Tigers. It really was smart from them in the matchup to do that in the game. And a great goal there, a comeback from obviously Ivergo Impact, as Lacazette makes it 3-1, or the 1 goal back in the match, let's say, as now it is 3-1 the score, as obviously their great finish from Lacazette, from a great assist there from Aubameyang. Nice little turn, hit it in the bottom corner, and then the goal. And then, however, Ivergo Impact makes it 3-2 in the matchup, because it hit the post, and then the ball rebounded away from the goal, and then Aubameyang got the ball before the defenders of Chess Motor got there, and he hit it into the open net. And now it's 3-2, and maybe, just maybe, within 30 minutes left of the game, this could be a comeback in the matchup, maybe, potentially for Ivergo Impact. But here's Kagawa looking for options, pass there to Jacobus Jordan, and then Ivan Toney got himself a nice finish into the bottom corner and made sure that he scores a hat-trick in the game. What a goal, and what an amazing finish there, as Banu right there, the goalkeeper, could not obviously save that one, as what a finish from Ivan Toney in the matchup here. Brilliant, I've got to say, in terms of his footballing ability. Absolutely brilliant. And yeah, 4-2 for Chess Motor in the match. The full-time score at the end of the game, it ends as Chess Motor Blue Warriors got themselves that victory over Ivergo Impact. And the score is Chess Motor 4, Ivergo Impact 2 at the end of the game. Greenfield Boys United got themselves their noses in front within 10 minutes in the game, as David Nantoni passed the ball right into Thomas Muller's feet, and he plunged that ball right into the bottom corner, and the goalkeeper of Gotham City could not reach that shot from Thomas Muller in the game. He really controlled it nicely, by the way, Thomas Muller. He obviously knew where he can put the ball. He did that, put it in the bottom corner, and the keeper could not stop Thomas Muller from scoring for Greenfield Boys United. That's a very important goal for any chances maybe for them to stay top of the RegoLiga. And then, however, again, another goal scored in the matchup for Greenfield Boys United in the game, as Kevin Blanius lost the ball back for Gotham City, and then Gary Pomri passed the ball there to Thomas Muller. Muller right here found options are possible to Gannis. Gannis 1-2 pass there to Muller, and then Muller strikes it rapidly into the top corner, and obviously Klavic, the goalkeeper, could not save that one, and now it's 2-0. And then, however, another chance here from Greenfield to score another one, and it was the case as Muller right here ran through past a few defenders to get there, 1v1 to the goalkeeper, and now it's 3-0, and he scores himself a hat-trick in the process of that as well, from great footballing from Greenfield. Great run from them, really out-muscled, of course, a few of the defenders, of course, beat past them as well easily, and now it's 3-0, a hat-trick for Muller. Then Harry Brukus scored a goal back in the matchup, as now it is 4-0 to Greenfield Boys United, as Harry Brukus right there, obviously a free kick came in, and then obviously Harry Brukus got the ball first on that short free kick pass to him, and he hit the ball right into the goal, and the full-time score ends at the end of the game as Greenfield Boys United 4, Gotham City 0 as the official score at the end of the matchup here at full time here this afternoon. And a great pass there to Jeffrey Wijnaldum, all the way back 1-2 David Williams, and then back to Wijnaldum again, and then Wijnaldum, a little bit of passing between the two players of Williams and also Jeffrey Wijnaldum, and finally Wijnaldum got himself the goal. And now, half an hour in the matchup, Parantos are in the lead here over Villager FC. And pure strength from, obviously, Parantos' Jeffrey Wijnaldum again. Won the ball for Parantos. Great pass there to Alanson Maximan to assist him. And then Maximan scores past the goalkeeper to assist him in the game to make it 2-0 to Parantos in the match. And Parantos made it 3-0 as Homias Artanio. Great run right here for him. And he really took it all by himself against the goalkeeper and shoots past him, as now Homias Artanio makes it 3-0 for Parantos. He took it all upon himself, no passing whatsoever, and he made it very easy for himself in the game. But the full-time score at the matchup here for this afternoon, it ends Parantos 3, Villager FC 0 as a full-time score here for this afternoon.
Let's take a look at the results from Matchday 16 in the Konami RegoLiga. It was another huge weekend in the title race, with Greenfield Boys United continuing their brilliant form by defeating Gotham City 4-0. Sesmota Blue Warriors picked up a big 4-2 win over Ivigo Impact, while RB Torrentina impressed with a 4-0 victory away at Los Andreas Pompey. There was also a big result at the top, as Tayo Red Devils edged past Willhoven Knights 3-2. Those results mean Greenfield Boys United stay top of the RegoLiga after 16 matches, just ahead of Aldous Antlers and Tayo Red Devils, with the title race tighter than ever. Sesmota Blue Warriors and Inter Tolga are still firmly in the hunt, while Ivigo Impact slip further back after another difficult week. At the bottom, it remains a tough situation for Villager FC and Sporting Laurentius as the relegation battle continues. And next week on RBC Sports, we have a massive showdown coming up. It's Greenfield Boys United against Sesmota Blue Warriors, two of the strongest teams in the league going head-to-head in what could be a decisive match in the title race. That's all from us here on RBC Sports for Matchday 16 of the Konami RegoLiga. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week for more top-class football.